Welcome to Music Minute at Epiphany Lutheran Church in Richmond, Virginia. I'm Kevin Barger, the Director of Music Ministry. We're excited that you've joined us this evening to learn a little bit more about the hymns we'll be using in worship tomorrow. We'll start with our gathering hymn, Immortal, Invisible, God Only Wise. And this hymn has been through a lot of changes, like many hymns, but it's been through a lot of changes over time since it was originally written. It was originally 6 stanzas. It has been reduced to 4. And the hymn sees God as never changing. And one of the interesting things is that it does this by calling out some negative attributes, really. Not mortal, not visible, not accessible. So these are all this sort of no's and maybe bad things that are perceived. However, that is just showing that it is never changing and it is solid. The tune was paired with the text by Ralph Vaughan Williams, not commonly known. Of course, Ralph Vaughan Williams is more commonly known for Sine Nomine, which is For All the Saints. It fits very well, though, as you will hear and experience tomorrow. Immortal, invisible, God only wise. All right, we'll switch from that to our sending hymn, which is a totally different style. This was more of a contemporary modern day tune that folks would know and love. It was written by Graham Kendrick. It's Shine, Jesus, Shine. It was first sung in 1987 at his Christian Fellowship Church in London. And it was used at a spring harvest convention in the United Kingdom. And then later that same year, I think it was, it appeared in the 11th Baptist Youth World Conference held in Scotland. And it's 2 different styles, if you will. You'll take the stanzas or the verses, and it has sort of one style, and then the refrain has another style. But they meld together kind of nicely. Shine, Jesus, shine. Guessing you probably recognize that one. Now we'll go to communion. We're going to switch over to the organ for the last two. But the communion hymn was written in 1982, so also fairly contemporary. And it was for the 25th anniversary of the ordination of a pastor of St. Agnes Catholic Church in Cincinnati, Ohio. It was actually first self-published, and then GIA Publications later came in and bought this and has made it actually quite popular all across the world. It has also been sung at the Pope's visit twice that we know of, both in the United States and in Australia. Its author, here you go, a little trivia, was born in Mecklenburg County, Virginia, and attended Virginia State University in Petersburg, and then got a master's degree from Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, and then he went on for his DMA in the University of Cincinnati, I believe it was. This is Taste and See. We'll move over to the organ. And that brings us to our hymn of the day, a new hymn, Dazzling Presence on the Mountain, coming to us from All Creation Sing. We have done it before. The text and music of this hymn were written for a Transfiguration Hymn Festival at Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa. It was written in 2014, so very contemporary. The text gives us this expanded understanding of Christ's mountaintop experience for believers in our own time, in our own day. And becoming dwellings for justice, mercy, compassion in the world can bring transfiguration to the earth and to us as living creatures. This is a pretty stately melody, and it was written by Karen Black, who is now the president-elect of the Association of the Church Musicians. She's also professor of music and college organist at Wartburg. And you can feel as you are singing this and hear the music that you are really physically going up and down the mountain. Dazzling Presence on the Mountain. very stately journey up and down the mountain. So we're glad that you've joined us this evening for taking a look at these Transfiguration hymns. I can't talk today. So we will look forward to seeing you in worship in person tomorrow, 8:30 and 11. The 11 o'clock service will, of course, be live streamed on our YouTube channel. Thanks again for joining. We'll look forward to being together again next week, which will be the first week of Lent. So we'll be looking at Lenten hymns next week. Have a good evening.